Good morning. It is early. It is 3:35 and I have been up for like 20 minutes now. I have to milk. I need to leave here in 15 minutes. But I'm just making some breakfast. I'm making a yogurt bowl, just a really light breakfast, and a coffee. I'm gonna start my vehicle soon because it's -15 out. I'm bringing a snack with me for after milking, and I'm gonna bring a banana chocolate chip muffin and banana. It is exactly 3:50 and I'm headed out. I have the essentials: coffee, my water, banana, muffin, coat, driving mittens, and I think that's everything. I give myself about 40 minutes to get to work, even though it doesn't quite take me that long, but I just like to leave a little bit early.
Country 104.
Number one for new country. Country 104.
I'm home now. I literally just pulled in, but it is like 20 after 10. I finished at like 10:45, so I'm home. I'm tired. It was like, I am just doing chores on my own because my boss is gone, so I had to do some extra things, meaning looking after calves, and one of them is sick, so I have to make sure it drinks enough, and like that's a little bit nerve-wracking, being the one in charge of the calves and making sure they drink. Like, milking the cows is the easy part. It's the calves that like stress me out a bit, just because they're so fragile, especially in the winter time. But anyways, they all drank at least something, so that's good. And yeah, not too much to update you on. I might do some baking this morning and then take a nap probably closer to noon, because I have to go back to milk tonight, and I'm gonna be there around like 10 to 4-ish, I plan on, so I have to leave my house shortly after 3. Woohoo! But anyways, yes, chores are done, and now let's go in and eat some breakfast. It is time to head back to the barn. I am in the exact same outfit. You would think it is the same chore session, milking session time. Anyways, yeah, it's like 5 after 3 and I'm headed back. I need to go check up on some calves. I'm hoping to be there around 3:45. I need to go check up on the calves, make sure everybody's drinking and looked after, and then I'm gonna milk, and my boss will be back before the end of milking, so I'm just gonna have to start on my own, which isn't a big deal at all. And then he'll come and like do another once over on the calves. Honestly, I went home and it wasn't a shit show. It was just very busy at my house. My brother's girlfriend was over, my aunt came over, and then my cousin came over and dropped off her baby that my mom is looking after for the afternoon. So I didn't vlog. I didn't do any baking. I hung out with everyone for a bit. Then I went and took a nap. I haven't been sleeping very good either, which is kind of very annoying. But I took a nap, and then I woke up, read some of my book, and hung out with my mom and my cousin's baby. And that was about it. Oh, and I ate some lunch. I had some leftover pizza for lunch and cracked a Monster. And now I'm on to another cup of coffee. So yeah, what an eventful, very unproductive afternoon, but that's okay. It was a lot of family time, which is good. That feeds the soul. But yeah, so let's go back to the barn. Let's go get milking done. Anyways, like I was saying, I meant to elaborate more on this. When I sleep and know I have to be up early or have something going on the next day, I am always very, very paranoid I'm going to sleep through my alarm. So then I spend majority of the night tossing and turning and kind of like in a half sleep. Like last night, I had to be up at like shortly after 3 this morning. So I went to bed around 10-ish. And then I was up at 12, then I was up at 1:30, and then I was up at 2:45, and then finally I woke up again. But I was just like tossing and turning, could not get a good sleep, could not fall asleep. And then my nap was the same way. I like slept for a little bit, and then I woke up halfway through, and then I finally went back to sleep, and then I got up, just not having a good go. I think it's because like I'm stressed I'm gonna sleep through my alarm and then miss chores, which I haven't done yet, knock on wood, but that's just like a fear in the back of my head that I'm gonna sleep through my alarm, especially when I'm the only one doing chores there. So it's up to me. Like, I am the sole responsibility. So yeah, anyways, I don't know if anyone else experiences this. Dustin does. We talk about it a little bit. He's the same way. Yeah. Happy Monday. The weekend is over and it is the start of a new week. And my weekend was busy. It was chaotic. It was a lot of new things for me. My first time doing chores on my own. My first time like running the farm by myself. I didn't really get a lot of clips because I was milking and I was working, so I wasn't on my phone. But last night, Sunday, that like the universe was testing my patience that night. Things just weren't going as smoothly as they had been before. There was a couple little hiccups, so like that kind of stressed me out, and I was just like worried about the calves. So it was just a bit of a high stress work last night, chores. So yeah, but that is what agriculture is, and having a job, like there's gonna be highs and lows to it, and I'm trying to realize that and like talk myself through it and just staying calm and accepting things for what they are and only worrying about what I can control and what I can't and what I am capable of doing. And accidents happen. Like when you're relying on technology messes up, and that's not like a direct reflection on me personally. But sometimes I make it very personal. Like the compressor thing, a flip switched and like the breaker flipped off too. So I had to reset that. But then I just get paranoid that like my boss or like authority is going to be mad at me and blame me and think it's all my fault. And this is just like me being very insecure. But yeah, I struggle with that. And I also struggle a lot with like post-work anxiety, thinking that I forgot to do something, or like I didn't close a door properly, or I left something open, I didn't clean something. And then like I'll run through my whole shift in my head trying to figure out where I went wrong, what I messed up on. And it is like, it's exhausting, and I spent a lot of time worrying about it, and it's when I've left already, so there's nothing really I can do unless I turn around and go back. So trying to cut myself off from not letting myself spiral down that of like, what did I do wrong? What did I forget to do? And just trusting myself that I can do my job well. I know what I'm doing, and being very intentional in everything I do and being very aware and in the moment, not letting my mind wander when I'm doing different tasks and just solely focusing on what I'm doing, so then I can ensure it's getting done properly. Anyways, that's just some of my thoughts on it. And it's stressful, and I'm sure a lot of people experience this. I know when my one friend, she's a nurse, she goes through it too, being like, what did I do wrong? What did I mess up on? And I think it's a very human thing. And I've opened up and talked a little bit about it, but it's not fun. No one enjoys it, and usually it's too late for you to do anything about it, and you just kind of have to let it go, and like mistakes happen, people forget to do things. It's just the way it is, and like I'm not special for forgetting to do something. It's not just me who experiences it, and just reminding myself of that. I didn't really talk much this weekend. I did like little bits and pieces, but not too much. And I included like a little clip of me working out this morning, because even after like a busy weekend, as soon as Monday comes, I try to get myself back into that routine and sticking to my daily routines and what I do each day, and not letting myself like fall off of it, because I feel like if I don't stick to what I usually do, that's when like I just don't feel good. I don't feel productive. I don't get things done. And then I like regret wasting my time. So if I just get right back into it, that seems to be the most effective for me, and just getting back into things. And this weekend, it was it was good. Like nothing went wrong. Everything was fine. So I don't know why I'm like beating myself up about nothing, but yeah, it was a good weekend. And thanks for coming along with me, well, milking. And sorry you didn't get to see much of the cows, but I was just very focused on getting things done and doing it properly, but I still wanted to document it. So thanks so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.